Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 in another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the United States Grand Prix. It's another sprint weekend, so but really don't know how it's going to go. We obviously had a very, very tricky race in Qatar. Fingers crossed we can be back to normal here at Austin. Thank you very much for the support. So far, do keep it coming, keep hitting the like button, all of that good stuff, and without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action and into this weekend. We have got quite a few things to get through before we even get to the Grand Prix. We've got quite a bit of research that's going to be completed, but we sort of know that it's not actually making any difference, which I don't really get. I mean, yeah, maybe it's going to help us. Perhaps it'll all come through come the end of the season. Yeah, there's nothing we can do for now. Okay, let's go to car parts. We need another front wing manufactured. Yeah, that's all good. Right, keep going. Yeah, just had to replace quite a few parts on the cars. They failed their inspections, which is always a pity. But let's get ourselves into this Grand Prix again. They're expecting us to get through to Q3, so definitely need to be on it this time around at the United States Grand Prix.
Welcome to the United States Grand Prix. The Circuit of the Americas is known for its bumpy surface, and with around 133 feet of elevation changes, starting with the uphill climb to turn 1, the Big Red, it's an all-round challenge for cars and drivers. The track in Austin is a contradiction. It's high speed, but drivers need a decent amount of downforce to make good on overtaking. Having the grip to outbrake opponents here is key.
It's not a usual F1 weekend though, with qualifying brought forward to make way for an all-out sprint race, which will decide the grid for the Grand Prix.
It's time then for another thrilling weekend of F1 drama.
Okay, let's get ourselves into practice. I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll see you guys for qualifying. Okay, not a fantastic practice session. I think we've got somewhere with the setup, but we're going to have to wait until qualifying 1 is over until we can really see. So Yuki Tsunoda not going in with any confidence, neither is Alex Albon, but hopefully we'll be able to turn it around in quali.
And the race weekend continues. Here we are now at qualifying.
Just like normal qualifying, the session this weekend will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3, with the best times determining the grid for the sprint.
Charles Leclerc has been a talking point for many of late. Karun, how do you think he's doing so far?
They weren't as quick as I expected them to be in practice. They'll want to land better lap times than that today to earn a solid position on the starting grid.
And with that, let's get back onto the track.
Okay, right. Ready to get into qualifying, of course. Well, we're going to have to swap out the suspension, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. There was a little incident in free practice with one of the Red Bulls, and I think they might have actually got a penalty for it as well. So, you know, hopefully that'll all help, but of course it's always crazy in qualifying for the sprint. You have no idea where anybody's going to finish. It's going to be an interesting one, so let's get ourselves into it. Q1, here we go. I know everybody has a go at me every time, but I like sending them out there early, getting on to a quick lap, banker time in. Yeah, let's get them halfway around the lap and then we can start attacking. Shouldn't need to attack too early round here.
The pace.
Copy.
If you've got any pace left, it'll be good now. Okay.
And then start using the ERS round about now to make sure that by the final corner they're using it. So let's ride on board with Alex Albon this time, actually. I'm going to ride in visor cam around one of my favourite tracks of the whole calendar, the Circuit of the Americas. And let's see how we get on here. We're obviously in Parc Fermé now, but Tsunoda virtually perfect on the tyre temps. Couple of degrees below for Alex Albon, but should be all good. Let's see how they get on. Through this first sector, Tsunoda gets through, and it's a 25.5 for him, which is purple, of course. 25.6 for Alexander Albon, and that's generally what we found. Tsunoda being a couple of tenths quicker than his teammate. In general, we should get through this without any worries at all of traffic. Bit of a distant tow for Alex Albon on this lap. Here comes Tsunoda around the middle sector split. It's going to be a 38.1. What's it going to be for Albon? A 38.5. Wow, long way off. So this is going to be Yuki Tsunoda's lap. Still purple in that middle sector. Nobody else has got there yet other than Albon. But Tsunoda's going to come across the line. And he's going to put in a 31.2 final sector. Albon up to the line, a 31.2 as well, but 0.3 off the pace overall. And, well, a 135.0. And Porsche actually splits our cars. We might... Oh, sugar. I nearly ruined it there. I think they're okay. They actually made it back. Nearly ruined it. But Albon weirdly went quicker on his second time. A lot quicker. Did Tsunoda go quicker as well? Ah! Seems that the pit lane is perhaps the fastest way to go. Of course it is. Well, none of the AI will get that, so as long as we don't exploit that, that's alright by me. Interesting for the race tomorrow though, and for fastest lap. Yeah, it's a very tough situation. How close are we? I mean, yeah, too close, to be honest. It's a nice gap coming after Hulkenberg. Yeah, I'm going to send Tsunoda out now. And then Albon.
Can you bring the pace up, please?
Top 10.
Happy to increase pace.
Copy, yes.
Use the rest.
Okay.
Okay, might as well start
Can use the overtake.
using it, although it is only 87% full, so...
Let's try and build this back up. Yep. Happy to use the overtake. Copy.
So let's ride on board with Sonoda for once. Not as quick as his teammate. Because of that weird pit lane glitch, but let's see, we got about 50 seconds left in this session. Should have no real worries of traffic. I think the Alpine in front of us should get out of the way fairly easily. Is it an Alpine or is it I think it's a Red Bull actually. Yeah. Well done, Sonoda. What's a yellow first sector? What about Albon? It's a green one for him. Alfa Romeo in the way, but manages to get through that quite nicely. Checkered flag's not far off falling now. Sonoda down to 14th.
Okay, checkered flag.
So, let's see. Norris is the one we're looking at. That could definitely do some damage. It's a green middle sector for Sonoda. Albon coming through now. Green middle sector for him, and well, Norris does get through. P11 he's up to, so Sonoda on the brink at the moment. He's flying around the final couple of corners now. Can Yuki Tsunoda improve his position? He comes up to the line now. And what's that going to be? 10th. Very, very strong lap from Yuki. And Albon coming round as well. His lap time definitely looking better. And he comes round. And it's going to be an improvement as he comes up to the line. And he does go ahead of his teammate Tsunoda. So 10th and 11th. That's more than enough to get through to Q2. And going out in Q1 then, Hulkenberg, the two AlphaTauris and the two Alfa Romeos. Okay, into Q2 then. And you can see, setup-wise, 93% and 97%. That's awesome for the two drivers. Could also always move it either way and hope that it's even better, but no real need, I would suggest. So, yeah, brand new set of tyres for Q2. I think we're wanting to be waiting till a little bit later on.
That's green.
I think saving tyres for the race is going to be pretty important. We might not get through to Q3 anyway, so just one chance should be enough for us this time. I think one of our cars will make it through to Q3, but I can't see it being both of them, in all honesty. Right, I'm going to send Albon out there. And this time it's going to be Tsunoda out second. Yeah, just need to...
Use up the overtake.
Yep, copy.
take full control.
So heads down, focus.
Copy.
So Albon following a Mercedes car, I think. Yep, so should be nice and fast, really.
You can be aggressive with overtake usage.
So they're making some good overtakes there. Should make it to the line quite nicely. And then Albon. Who is it in front of him? It's George Russell. George Russell currently in P8. And it's a purple first sector for Alex Albon. That is a bit of a shock. We're going to get an absolute almighty tow down the straight here. As Norris makes it up into the top 10, P7 for him. So Gasly out. As it stands, where Tsunoda's going to fit into all of it, I don't know, but Albon flying through the middle sector now. This is going to be a good middle sector as well. It's a green one. Green.
Okay, check a flag.
First sector for Tsunoda, 0.2 of a second is the difference. A 38.1 through the middle sector for Alex Albon. What's it going to be for Yuki Tsunoda? He's coming round in the not too distant future, but it's going to be Alex Albon over the line first, and I think this is going to be an absolute cracker of a lap time. He heads up to the line, and that is 5th. What a time from Alex Albon. Now then, let's see what Tsunoda can manage. It's a 38.2 middle sector. I think this is going to be pretty good. It's going to be on the bubble of George Russell's time in P10. And Tsunoda's really your last man, along with Alonso perhaps, that can make it through here. But Albon up in 5th, that's a return to form for us. And here we go then, Yuki Tsunoda flying round the final couple of corners. Can he get himself into the top 10 shootout? It's round the final bend and up to the line he goes, and it's a 35 flat, which is not good enough, and only P12 for Yuki Tsunoda. That's a real disappointment for him. What about Alonso though? He goes 5th. He goes above Albon. Gasly and Magnussen are going to be the last ones over the line, and they go 11th and 12th. So it's 14th for Yuki Tsunoda. He'll be disappointed with that, but Alex Albon will be starting 6th tomorrow, and he's got a penalty. I'm guessing he must have been penalised then for the collision in practice. And yeah, as I say, I'm very shocked at that. But yeah, we should be okay for this qualifying session. Let's go for it again and get our cars out there as quick as we can. Oh, well, actually, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do it right at the end again. But I want to get a bit of a tow from somebody. It's going to be pretty difficult to judge.
Focus on tyres. Okay.
Let's keep Albon close.
And we think you can reduce lift and coast.
I think this should work out just about perfectly, I think, to follow a Red Bull round.
Yep. Use the overtake.
Yep.
No, no, no. Stop. Stop. No, we don't want to overtake. Oh. Damn it. Well, following a Red Bull would have been absolutely perfect, but it is what it is. Just got to do our own first own lap now. It's going to be pretty close, isn't it? Green first sector, 25.3. So more like what he'd done in Q1 than Q2. He has got a distant tow from the Ferrari. I'll zoom him forward. I'm giving Perez an almighty tow. And this could be enough to get him onto pole position. And round the final corner comes Carlos Sainz. Is he going to manage to go? Paulie does. What about Albon? He's over the line now. And it's P7. What a lap that was.
P7.
And Sergio Perez only P6 in the end, but a great lap from Alex Albon on 134.2. And that is enough for position 7 on the grid for tomorrow's race. Obviously, he's going to get a 3-place grid penalty, I think. If not a 5-place grid penalty. But, yeah, we'll see when the lights go out for the sprint. Well, here we are then, ready for the sprint with decent confidence levels.
This weekend, it's something a little bit different, as the Grand Prix grid is decided by more racing in today's eagerly anticipated sprint. The action is set to be fast and furious in this one, with each driver well aware that a good performance will secure themselves a strong place on the grid.
Points go to the top finishers in the sprint, and with no mandatory pit stops, it's all about the racing on the track.
But the question is, who will be the lone star in the sprint around Texas?
Okay, here we go then. Ready for the sprint. Yeah, I do think it is going to have to be mediums this time around. I mean, let's have a little look at what we've got. We can't use any hards. It's got to be mediums or softs. So mediums it is. And let's get ourselves into it. It's going to be about looking after the tyres. Need to get Albon as high as possible so that he's not affected by his penalty by so much. So here we go then, ready for the sprint race in Austin.
The grid is all set here in Texas for the 19 laps of today's sprint.
Always a popular event with the audiences in Austin. We're hoping to see drivers dueling it out around the circuit of the Americas.
Well then, folks, it's time to get going. Things are hotting up here in Texas for the sprint.
Well, who's going to lead going into turn 1? It's Carlos Sainz, who gets away well ahead of his teammate Charles Leclerc. But who's going to lead into turn 1? It is Carlos Sainz, and it looks like Max Verstappen is going to have a look at Charles Leclerc into turn 1. But, yeah, nothing doing there. Right, let's get Albon onto high aggression straight away. Try that for both drivers. I think let's attack the tyres early on as well. And see what we can pull off here.
Happy to push.
Need to stay with these guys, particularly on this first lap, if we can.
Happy to push. Yeah, copy.
Get into that DRS train. And here goes Yuki Tsunoda, perhaps having a look round the outside of Russell here. This would be a great time to make a good manoeuvre. Still having a look going down the inside here, taking a risk. George Russell prevails from that one, but still looking good going into the high-speed right-handers. And now almost got his car up alongside George Russell. And will he brake deeper into the last corner? That looks exactly what he's done here.
14.
And there goes Yuki Tsunoda. He's through on George Russell. Perfect. And Alex Albon just about staying within DRS range as well. Car looks good and back to normal, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Let's keep them flying through this first sector. And Alonso in a bit of trouble here. Albon and Perez are going to have DRS. So here we go. Perez is going to go down the inside, I think. Nothing quite for Albon yet. As Tsunoda's made another place, he's past Gasly. We're down to standard now.
Just focus on your tyres.
This one, Perez still fighting it out. We'll whip down to neutral on the ERS. Alonso's got very good straight line speed, but Perez is going to have a look this time. Let's see what Albon can pull off here. Tsunoda could do with just being careful of his tyres. What's what are we gonna do? We've put avoid high risk curbs there for Tsunoda to try and get him to look after his tyres just a little bit more here, and hopefully have a strong end to this Grand Prix. That's the plan anyway. Will he have DRS here? Yes, he has got DRS. As has Alex Albon, but Lewis Hamilton has closed in. I'm going to tell Albon to avoid the high risk curbs as well.
So what the f am I doing?
Head down.
And this is the thing, when you're not going all out attack, can be very, very tricky. Okay, time to zoom it forward a little bit. I think Albon will be under pressure from Hamilton, but I'm alright with that. Tsunoda battling with Russell again now. That's how people's tyres doing. Top 7 looking pretty ropey on tyres. Everyone else seems okay. It's Kevin Magnussen now starting to close in on Albon. It's not down to P15 at this point. Let's start attacking with him.
Keep pushing.
Albon losing out to Magnussen, that's not part of the plan. Albon now passed by Ocon. So we're now virtually halfway through this Grand Prix. Magnussen currently the biggest winner of everybody.
You can afford to drop back.
Yep,
Stop
copy.
pushing a little bit.
Okay, Alex, we can start reducing lift and coast.
Yep.
Okay, press and hold overtake.
Yep, copy.
Yeah, this has got to be the chance now. Albon start getting back through the traffic here. Nope, doesn't manage it this time. This train that Sonoda's in now goes all the way up to Kevin Magnussen in P7.
We're on tire management.
Copy.
Yeah. Deploy.
Yeah.
This is where Hamilton and Ocon are surely going to go past K-Mag. Hamilton's managed it. No luck for Gasly, for Ocon yet.
Me on train.
Now Albon
Multiply
desperately
for.
trying to get round. We've still got 10 laps to go here in this sprint. DRS active, but when you're in a DRS train, it's very difficult to do anything.
Okay, happy to manage tyre short term.
I'm definitely looking after his tyres a little bit better than everybody else. Okay. Let's zoom it forward and
Can push through all corners.
Yeah, copy.
Full deploy.
Okay.
Albon okay.
Increase lifting coast.
Okay.
We want to leave court, please.
Okay.
Well, what if we did that and then...
We could do with a bit more pace now if you've got it.
Well, why don't we do that with Sonoda instead?
Okay.
I'm thinking let's put him on avoid high risk
Okay, back off.
curbs, attack the tyres.
Oh, sorry, guys.
And that's Albon.
You okay?
What's happened?
Probably managing more is not doing anything.
Damn it. Well, Albon, he's got a puncture. I'm going to put used soft
What's the
tyres on.
Copy that, we're looking at
Damn
it.
it. It was Pierre Gasly, apparently. It was his fault. But now it's become critical for Sonoda to do a good job here. Norris's tyres are pretty good. And somehow Albon managing to stay ahead of those guys. It's quite amazing, really. Russell and Norris fighting it out. Yeah, Albon had a pit stop issue as well. Okay, let's keep pushing. Tires are going to drop off massively very shortly. Basically, last 3 laps, we're going to just absolutely go for it. People's tyres have completely gone off. Right, here we go.
Reduce LICO overall.
Copy.
Can use the overtake.
If you've got any pace left, it'll be good now.
And here we go then with Yuki. Can he make these overtakes stick? I think he can get all the way up to Magnussen. He might be able to get up there. Hamilton and Ocon, it's not far away.
Tire temp are good.
Copy.
He's going down the inside of Russell now. That's perfect.
Yes, yes, yes.
DRS.
At the moment you're P11.
Didn't quite go for it though. Yeah, but not even a personal best in Sector 1, so that's how much he's lost out. And last lap now for Charles Leclerc.
Start LICO.
Copy.
Just gonna try and go around the outside here.
Last lap.
Should be able to get past K-Mag now. And look at this, it's a sandwich move. Oh, he's through on Norris.
Nice one.
You're doing a good job.
Now let's see how
10.
far up he can get.
We look at reducing the lift and co.
P9 start for
Copy.
Tsunoda tomorrow, that would be good. Pace looks decent. I think we need to come up with a strategy where we are flat out tomorrow. Oh, and somebody's gone off.
Keep pushing.
Okay, we want to increase lift and coast.
Yeah, that was Kevin Magnussen. Don't know what happened to him. He just sort of veered off the track. Yeah, no idea there. No idea. You can see Tsunoda very much catching up to Hamilton. He's not going to catch him by the end of the race,
Get
but
into some lift and coast.
We'd like to increase a bit the LICO everywhere.
Copy.
Charles Leclerc wins the sprint race ahead of Sainz, ahead of Verstappen. Ferrari looking good here in America. Stroll finishes 4th. Perez is going to come across the line to finish 5th ahead of Alonso. Ocon finishes a brilliant 7th. And then Hamilton is going to be 8th, with Tsunoda coming across the line in 9th. He's going to be starting in ninth
Nine.
position tomorrow. Albon,
Good job, guys.
he's just lost out to
Also, thanks for
Bottas
your
there
family, people.
on this final lap.
That's very good effort.
It's yeah, not been a very good race for Alex Albon. And he's going to be starting dead last for the race unless he can get past Bottas. He will finish ahead of him in the sprint race. Well, he didn't. Ha! He didn't, because he's run out of fuel. Well, there you go. Never mind.
Yuki Tsunoda ends up without any points after that sprint.
A P9 finish today and lots to think about.
But should be in a decent place tomorrow. Might, well, we'll start ahead of Ocon.
The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
The Circuit of the Americas is definitely a track that rewards bravery on the brakes, just like when Lewis Hamilton passed Sebastian Vettel unbelievably late here to take the win in 2012. And the weather today is sunny. These are ideal conditions for the drivers to shine.
No doubt there's a lot to contend with here at the United States Grand Prix. It's going to be a thrilling outcome to a thrilling weekend.
Okay, let's see how we get on then. Well, I don't know how Albon is starting P17, but yeah, let's have a look at what sort of aggressive strategies we can go for here. Might even be a 3-stopper, you know. For Albon. It's probably not going to be the best idea, but let's see what we can do here. That's a 1:31.28, which is actually quicker, we reckon. Oops. If we just calm it out in the last stint. That's apparently... yeah, it is quicker. I mean, potentially, do we flip it round? Go hards first. And then attack later in the race. Yeah, this is even quicker apparently. Well, we want that to be soft and that medium. It's a very aggressive strategy. No, I think medium's there. And then 2 soft tyre stints. Come the end. So yeah, we want that there. For Albon. Because he's going to struggle to overtake early on in the race. So let's just run him long. And see what he can do here. That's still quicker than the other strategies they're suggesting. Okay, now Tsunoda, probably a little bit cooler, if you like. Yeah. And that looks pretty good. Soft, medium, hard for Yuki Tsunoda. Car parts missing. Right. Have we got... we have got other stuff. Luckily, we'd built up a little bit of stock. And the gearbox, that's a tricky one to have to replace, but nevertheless, it'll be okay. You know what, with Albon, we're going to look after everything to do with the car in that first stint. Sonoda, he's going to push from the outset. And let's see how we get on. Here we go.
We're not far off now here in Austin as the drivers ready themselves for this 56-lap race. A chance to see just what Charles Leclerc can achieve here.
They start in P1, but will they be able to stay there? The first corner could be so crucial.
And it looks like we're good to go.
Here we go then, ready for the lights here in Austin, 56 laps, and it's once again the two Ferraris that are going to be leading us away from pole position, and it's lights out here in Austin. Terrific start off the grid for Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz is through safely as well. That looks like Yuki Tsunoda's managed to make a pass into turn 1.
Okay, there's a big crash.
And there's a big crash at turn 1.
Be careful.
Luckily for Alex Albon, he's survived it, and it was Oscar Piastri up in P12. Incident with the Haas, and then a couple of other cars got involved in it. Albon just found himself go around the outside, and job's a good one.
We're happy to push on with the tyres.
Let's see what we can pull out here.
Reduce slight cut.
Copy.
Give everything.
Copy.
Happy to use the overtake.
Copy.
What we'd quite like with Albon is to get
They're
into
trying to defend these
the
positions.
DRS train.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
If Albon can stay there, then it'll be a massive success, really. Okay, let's keep pushing. Let's see if Tsunoda fancies getting past Fernando Alonso here. Doesn't look like it, not this time. Yep, and he has dropped out of that 1 second window, so no idea how well Tsunoda's going to be able to stay ahead of the likes of Hamilton here, but he will give it a go. Albon overtaken by Porsche now. And Tsunoda overtaken by Hamilton. He's going to make a move straight back round the outside here. A very sweet manoeuvre for him. Let's Let's use a little bit of deployment here and try and get clear of Russell and Norris. That battle could be annoying, as Albon's going to be left behind by Piastri now. Yeah, Albon P20 at this stage. But hopefully should be able to look after his tyres throughout this first stint and hopefully do a good job. So we've got more cars crashing.
There's a yellow flag now.
And it looked like it was, the Haas of Magnussen and Nick de Vries. Just a little bit of front wing lost there, but
As for the team back in the game,
no harm done. Okay. Tsunoda makes it back past Hamilton again. Top six are getting away nicely here.
Crashed on 7.
We got another crash, and that's Oscar Piastri in the wall this time.
let's have a look then at turn 6.
Has he just lost it? I think he has. I think he's lost it of his own accord.
As the car makes contact with the
Yeah,
wall.
and that's a
Well,
nasty
following a
little
crash
one,
like
that.
it'll be
That could be
important
him
now
out
to
of the
ensure
Grand
that
Prix,
any
is it?
debris is cleared from the scene.
Well, no, but I'm presuming that he's going to be severely hampered for the rest of this race now. Meanwhile, when is Tsunoda coming in? Quite a little while yet. He definitely needs to start looking after his tyres. As Albon now up into P17. Max Verstappen has pitted already, I think. Or did he make a mistake? He must have made a mistake. There goes Tsunoda. He's got his tyre wear back on track.
Yes.
That's good.
And yeah, lots of people starting to consider coming into that pit lane. And Ocon being one of them. It's not going to rush Tsunoda. But I think it's now time to push fully. Get into the pit lane and get a new set of tyres on. So he's coming in this next lap to put on some mediums. Yeah, that's a good manoeuvre. He should get this finished. Still going this this battle with Norris. As Albon now up to P15. His strategy's starting to look very good. Started at the back, or pretty much the back, of course. Now up to P15. So here we go then. Yuki Tsunoda, hopefully a better pit stop than what we managed with Albon in the sprint. Here he goes. And he's away in 2.0 seconds. That's our quickest
Watch out, white line.
pit stop of the season. And he's come out just ahead of, sorry, Alexander Albon. Albon in a very interesting situation. Yeah, let's try and get
Copy.
his tyres fired up a little bit.
Use their rest.
Copy.
Yeah, we can't really be having Albon fighting with Tsunoda here.
Focus on your tires for the moment.
Copy.
But now I think Albon can push on his tyres, should make it to the pit stops fairly easily. And then it's all out attack from Albon from that moment on. So looking at lap times of 41.5 from Albon. That's quicker than the Mercedes cars. Hamilton has just come into the pits. But Tsunoda losing time to Ocon ahead. Hamilton will also make the jump, you would think. Yeah, maybe now is the time to absolutely attack for Albon. There's Norris into the pit lane now. Yeah, let's go next lap for Albon. Meanwhile, Tsunoda in P9 currently. Albon should be coming in. Okay. Just took these tyres very much as long as he can. What's he doing? I definitely pressed pit, didn't I?
And we'd like to box at the end of this lap.
Yes, the key box.
Oh, he is in. That's Tsunoda. Damn it. Right. Okay.
Okay.
All good. It's all good. Right. Need a nice pit stop here for Albon. Let's see where this will get him out. Probably in front of Zhou Guanyu. Yeah, lovely. Lovely pit stop.
I'll watch the white line.
So there goes Porsche. And yes, he is out ahead. And now, this is time to really push hard. Let's see what we can pull out here.
Let's use up the overtake.
Yes, okay.
This should be Albon making an overtake on Porsche. Should be quite straightforward. DRS active. He's going to go around the outside this time. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. So let's keep pushing.
Start to increase the lifting coast now.
Yep, sure.
Sonoda, meanwhile, when is he coming into the pits? It's not a million miles away from doing that, but I think definitely worth looking after his tyres a bit. There's Albon up to, he's 15th. It's not far behind Nico Hülkenberg now. Look that time. So they're currently P11. I think the tyres have just dropped off a bit now. Albon through, right. Bit of deploy to get him away from Hülkenberg. Magnussen's in as well. So Albon up to P13. Still absolutely going for it. What's his lap time's like 38.5. That's pretty much the fastest guy on the track at the moment. There's going to be so many bad tyres by the end of this race. Right, when is Tsunoda coming in? I think get him in now. Let's not shed any more time.
Box.
Yeah, copy.
We want to leave court, please.
Okay.
And Albon not far off his own pit window. Albon coming round. Good pit stop from Tsunoda, but he is going to be behind Albon. Obviously, Albon is going to come into the pits, but it shows how much time Albon's gained in that stint.
We can start reducing lifting coast. Okay, copy.
But Tsunoda will not be coming into the pits again. Albon, in theory, has 2 more stops. It's not going to work, is it? It's not going to work for Albon. I don't actually know. Do we have another set of hard tyres? We have another set of mediums. How long have these lasted? How long could they last if we edited his strategy? Well, let's add a new strategy, basically. Return that to medium. Oh, sorry. This one into a medium stint. He could make it to the end, to be fair. It's going to be pretty much the same in terms of outcomes. They still think that it's going to be quicker to come in twice and absolutely attack than come in and not attack, essentially. Just look after the tyres. Right. Okay. Sonoda, yeah. Sonoda is going to be attacking these tyres till the end. And aggressive. Let's see how he gets on here. Zarbon still pushing on, I think. Let's keep it going for another lap or so. Bring him in this lap. Good pit stop again from Albon.
Is there damage?
Yes, stand by.
Albon now on these tyres should be able to fly through. There goes Albon through. Albon doing a nice job on those soft tyres. It's a pity they will definitely not last. So he is just flying round. I mean, God knows what he's going to do when everybody's tyres are even worse in the not too distant future. Right. Here we go then. It's not under pressure from Norris, but I don't think these mediums are going to last for those guys. Alex Albon putting in some cracking lap times. 37.6 there. He's not far off coming into the pits again here. His pit window's just opened again. So 12th and 13th currently in this Grand Prix. Yuki Tsunoda will now, I think, struggle. Yeah, Hamilton's the real one to keep an eye on. Just say, don't fight, teammate. Let Albon through, he's on a different strategy.
Okay, yeah, we'll box this lap.
Albon will be coming in this lap.
Box.
Okay, so Albon in again. Looks like he's going to be lapped here. But this strategy has helped him up into 13th place in this race.
I think we can reduce lift and coast.
Okay.
Which probably wouldn't have happened otherwise. Hamilton in the pits. Is Tsunoda going to get past him? He is. Hamilton's going to be very, very quick. Tsunoda doing alright on his tyres. I think it's going to be valuable to have tyres at the end. But maybe not enough people are going to
Currently low on pack.
Okay.
push. It would have been nice to maybe get a fastest lap for Albon. I don't think it's going to happen. It's coming over the line now. 36.5. It's a very, very good time. It's 3 seconds quicker than his teammate. Well, yeah, not enough.
Let's increase lifting coast.
Yes.
Okay, zoom it through. No, this is the one to watch.
Contact at turn 1.
There is a crash.
That's a lot of debris.
And what has happened? Is it one of... I think it's the Ferraris. It is the Ferraris battling towards the end of this Grand Prix. And that is a nasty little crash.
No. No. No.
Wow. Sainz has got the penalty. Don't think either of them are going to have to pit though. The Sainz is going slowly. Yeah, I think Leclerc. Yeah, well, where's Hamilton come from there? He's just flown out of nowhere.
What are we doing?
All right,
Keep your head down.
take a chill pill.
Like up.
Copy.
To be fair, just 10 seconds separating these guys now. Lewis Hamilton is just absolutely bossing it. Fastest lap of the race for Lewis Hamilton. He is going to finish inside the points here. And perhaps had we pitted with Tsunoda earlier on, perhaps that could have been him. As Charles Leclerc has just put in the fastest lap there. He's had to come into the pits. Sainz is staying out there with a wounded car. Is Leclerc going to catch him by the end of the race? Sainz starts the final lap. I don't think Leclerc is going to catch him. And even with the 5-second penalty, it's not going to be enough. It's going to be pretty close. I'll tell you what, Albon and Tsunoda, they're going to finish pretty close to each other as well. But here comes Carlos Sainz. He's going to come across the line first. He's going to win here at the US Grand Prix. Brilliant from him. Charles Leclerc, not quite enough from him. He's going to come over the line. It's probably going to be another fastest lap.
He's taken the win.
And he finishes in second. And there's Max Verstappen over the line in third place.
Would like to increase a bit the like everywhere.
Yeah, copy.
But it's another pointless race for us, unfortunately.
Yeah, copy.
Again, quick in qualifying, not quick in the races. There's Gasly coming around now, P7. It's a good day for Alpine. 7th and 9th, and here comes Russell for Mercedes. But Lewis Hamilton, what a final stint he's put in. He's absolutely bossed it. And He's coming around now. He's going to pick up the final point. 138.1. Norris now over the line. He finishes 11th. There's Sonoda. He finishes in 12th place with his teammate Alex Albon finishing behind in 13th position.
To be honest, like, I don't know. Like, really no pace for this.
There's Alex Albon making his way back. And with that, the Sainz name remains engraved in F1 history.
Their first win of the season, and the team looking on will be very proud, I'm sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, your podium for the United States Grand Prix. Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
They did okay today, I'd say. I mean, we're talking about such a competitive field, and all things considered, the drivers did all right.
And with that, our time in Texas now draws to a close.
We're nearing the end of the season, and it's time for some serious heat. Stay with us as Formula One moves to Mexico City.
Okay, the Mexican Grand Prix next time out. Usually some red flags around there, funnily enough. But good race today. Max Verstappen very much almost there in terms of winning the championship. Sainz starts to catch up to Charles Leclerc, but should have secured 4th now. Alonso 5th and Stroll in 6th. Russell and Hamilton 20 points apart. Ocon 5 points ahead of Gasly. Albon down to 12th in the championship these days, which is a shame. And Haas just 3 points behind us in the championship in the battle for 6th. That's going to be a tricky one to hold off, I think. We had the 2 fastest pit stops, so 25 and 18 points there. So 2 second pit stops, meaning that we now overtake AlphaTauri for 5th position. And I'll tell you what, we've got our eyes firmly on the likes of Ferrari, Alpine ahead. I think we could catch them if this form is anything to go by. Perfect day out for the pit crew. Okay, let's have a little look at the money we've brought in. 3.32 million, and that's a good amount to have in the bank and ready, hopefully, to go and get ourselves some extra facilities stuff in the off season. That would be pretty awesome. But that's where we're going to leave it for today. If you've enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.